And like that, we're back on another edition of Neat and Unfiltered, Game 4, NBA Finals edition. Back with the homie MG, Mark Grey, to most, to his close, MG. What's happening, brother?
My brother, so after our last show, you took it one step further and said, I'm just going to do the whole show with no hat on.
Oh yeah, because I don't
with no hat on.
It ain't. I'm saying it ain't
all
a necessity.
The way showing off.
All the way showing off.
I feel like next show you're gonna be sitting there in a beater. Like MG, what's good? Game 6, you're gonna be on the elliptical like MG. No show.
I ain't
what
been
you
lifting no
like,
weights. And I'm saying I already did. You know what I'm saying? I already did a show in the beater when I was in Hawaii. You know what I'm saying? Before one of the episodes I was in Hawaii. You know what I'm saying? So but man. Yeah, you know.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't really had, I got my Aretha Franklin shirt on, pink joint on. Had a few hats. I ain't feel like digging through them to try to find them, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? I could have went all black, but, you know.
My man just stunting on me every which way. Every game 7, live from the Wraith. You know what I'm saying? In the back of the Maybach. What's good, man?
My man spending that kind of money right now.
My man stunting. My man, no hat them peoples, no shirt them. Oh man, I'm just here. You see me every show. Next week I'm gonna have a scarf on.
yeah. See, you got that thing button all the way up.
Yeah, hey man.
Yo.
Ain't where I'm supposed to be right now. Ain't where I'm supposed to be right now, man.
I'm saying.
That's good, my brother. Here we are. Game 4. For the first time in the series, I don't know if you noticed, for the first time in the series, we had a lead change in the second half. So we had a game today.
Yeah, it was a good game.
We had a lead change
throughout.
A couple minutes in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, no, it was definitely a very, very competitive game from tip to buzzer. It was very competitive. Phoenix was trying to get that back. They were trying to go home and end this thing. You can tell they went out there, and Devin Booker had a bounce back game like we knew he would. Came back and played huge. Got in foul trouble late. I think that was the determining factor. And we will definitely speak on the no call in a minute. But yeah, no, Jay Crowder was 3 for 9. He was 6 for 9 the other day, like we said he wouldn't. He had some wide open looks. DeAndre Ayton, huge on the glass. Not getting that many looks though. Of those 9 shots, I don't know how many of those look was quality. Chris Paul had a subpar Chris Paul game. Another game where he had 5+ turnovers, crucial turnover late, was huge. That turnover late was huge. On the other side of the ball, your boy, money. everybody hates Khris.
Every other game, Khris.
Every other game, Khris, as you called him, showed up huge. And this was, like we said, they didn't need it last game, but. Mm-hmm. This game, Giannis didn't look all like he was all the way there. But Khris stepped up huge. Drew Holiday struggled again mightily. But defensively, he is doing everything possible he can, guarding Chris Paul, guarding Devin Booker. Yeah, so he's definitely making their jobs or their shots tough. They may make them, but he's playing great defense, man. So you can't thumb your nose at that effort. But yeah, man, this is a great series, Giannis. But so we say it's not the Giannis type game. A great game, but still 26, 14, and 8. That's an off night. 26, 14, and 8 is off night.
You know how good you have to be for people to be like, it wasn't really on this game tonight. 26, 14, 8, 3 steals and 2 blocks in a clutch. Wasn't really himself tonight.
Hey, that block was just as big. Yeah, that block was huge. Like, that's game-winning championship fucking basketball at its finest. Like, contesting every shot, but that block there, like
that's up there with the LeBron on Iguodala at the rim. Like,
Yeah, game on the line, man.
Game on the line.
Like that's in traffic, like lob.
Remember last year in the bubble? Last year at the bubble, Bam met somebody at the Apex. Who what? If you remember that, Bam met like
for game.
Yeah,
Jason Tatum.
Yeah, I think it was Tatum. I wasn't sure, but like that's.
I think it was Jason Tatum.
Huge,
Tatum
bro.
cocked that thing and
he met him at the rim, at the Apex. Like,
yeah, man. And you look down here and you see that PJ Tucker didn't score. Right, he had 5 fouls, but just like his presence at times, man. Like he had a couple bonehead fouls, but his energy and his presence, man, is infectious. He plays hard. He plays with a sense of urgency. He plays with a meaning. And him, Pat Connaughton, Bobby Portis, those guys are keeping this thing together when Drew Holiday has a game like he did offensively, where he came by a bucket. But nah, man, I don't know what else to say, man. It was a great game. We can speak on, like I said, the block. Giannis made Chris Paul's turnover, and you hate to see the game come down to a no call or a call, right? And me playing for as long as I did, and you notice that referees ref names. Right?
You know that.
They're supposed to. Nah, I'm telling you that already. But when you in it and when you know and you tell them, you bring it to their attention, and then they try to ignore like they're not doing it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And tonight was a prime example of them reffing names and not reffing the actual game and calling the game on an even playing field.
But like I said, as a guy, as you said, you played in the league 14 years and you done fouled more people than you can count, and you was an enforcer. Don't you know that you can hit Mark Grey different than you can hit Carmelo Anthony? Like, you know that, right?
Yeah. No, I know. Like, and you can get away with certain things at certain points of the game, and they gonna I'm saying, not blow the whistle. They gonna hold their whistle and shit like that. But that no call on Devin Booker when he got 5 on the break. Like, that's embarrassing to the league. Like, that's embarrassing, man. Like, that's messing with the integrity of the game, man.
Especially when you do the pause and instant replay for everybody at home to see. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
but it's a foul in real time. Like, Jeff Van Gundy and them, they watching the game in real time. It's a foul. So now you're able to slow it down, and you see it even clearer now because they didn't play it 4 times. Like,
it was bad.
Clearly a foul, his 6th foul. And there's no way to justify it.
No, I'm with you.
There's no way to justify the no call. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then he complained, then Devin Booker complaining later about a no call that you drove to the basket. Now, honestly, you shouldn't have been on the floor in the first place.
Bro, you on borrowed time right now, Chip.
Like, to be honest, like really on borrowed time. Like, real talk, man. Like, and it messes with the integrity of the game, man. Like, in all honesty, messing with the integrity of the game for them to, like, in that moment, because he is the biggest name on the other team. He clearly fouled the dude, man. Like, that's like, it's bad, man. And them refs, man, like, they should be ashamed of themselves. It's Courtney Kirkland's first game reffing in the finals. Like, he blew his whistle late when it wasn't a foul. Like Chris Paul and Cam Johnson trapping in the corner. That wasn't no foul. They didn't foul him. They was going to trap. You assume they was going to foul. Like, a situation like that. No, ref the game, man. Ref what you see. Don't anticipate that they about to foul, or don't think like, oh, he got 5. I can't call this on him. Like, no, I didn't been in that situation too many times, man. And it's embarrassing. There's guys out there fighting, playing their ass off. And for you to not to blow the whistle in that moment because he got a name is bad, man. Like, no, like I said, this is a slap in the face to the game of basketball, slap in the face of guys that play this shit and play it hard and who give a fuck. Like, that shit, no, you can't do that, man. Like, that's bad. Like, I just don't, like, when I saw it, I got upset. I got mad for a minute. Like, it was somebody who like, it was my team, or I had money on the line or something. Like, I got mad for a second because it, like, I've been there.
That's what I was gonna say is that you know the business, you know the game, you know how it works.
Been there, man. I've been there.
So do you look at the game now that you're not in there? Like now you're watching it like us, like a fan. Are you like, what the hell is that? Or are you like, I know what that is? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, been there, done that. Ref told me he owed me one before, and you, like,
yeah, no, like, and I tell you, no, don't owe me one. Like, call the fucking game the right way. Don't owe me shit. Call the game the right way. I don't want you to owe me nothing. Because I'm the one. Because I'm the guy. If I fouled you during the game, I raise my hand. If it's I go back, look at plenty tape. If I fouled you, I fouled you.
But what if he said, Kenyon, you got the foul. He didn't foul you. Kenyon looked at the tape. You're right. You didn't foul him. I owe you one.
I just want you to admit you was wrong.
Okay, I'm with you.
Like, don't owe me one.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Like, I missed it, K. Like, my bad, I missed it.
Yeah, because I mean, nobody's perfect. I'm with you on that. Nobody's perfect.
I can live with that. Don't ignore me and don't make up no bullshit. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, I never played in the NBA, but I'd like to think that's how I live my life. Like, tell me wrong, and we can move on.
Yeah, and then if I fouled him, like, okay, you know what? I got him, and you was right. Like, I didn't think I did, but I got him. But right. So I'm the quick one. Like, I'm gonna raise my hand if I got him. Like, damn. Raise my hand. Like, that was me. Like, but then at the same time, like, if I say I didn't, and I'm adamant about it, and then you go back and look at it, and you still don't come back and say nothing, because I know you look, because I tell you to go look at it at halftime or whenever the next time I see you. I know you didn't look at it because it's going to be shortly after that.
All right, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to talk about the game, and then I want to put a pin in this topic right now. I'm going to write this right here. Refs. I want to get some ref stories from you after we talk about this. I want to get some. I got some questions. And I want you to give me some ref stories. We're going to say names. I want to get some ref stories. Kmart ref stories. This should be some of the damn best ref stories ever. I want to get some ref stories. But let's talk about the game. And then after that, I want to get some ref stories for you. I didn't we didn't know what the next time was going to be. We got one now. Okay.
Definitely got one.
Okay. So watching it, like we said, Giannis, and I want people to appreciate this. LeBron is probably the only person I can think of in recent memory that's gotten to this level where it's like, we critique a guy doing video game numbers. 30, 10, 10. Just living on himself tonight. You know what I mean? Like, he's the only person LeBron is the only one I can think of who got to that level where that wasn't the case. I'm a Kobe Bryant fan. I would have named my kid Kobe if my wife would have let me. Okay. Kobe had several bad playoff games, several bad final games, and we just forget about him. I know I do. You know what I'm saying? Just act like it don't happen. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, that's what it is.
Yeah.
But, LeBron is the only one I can think of that got to that level where you did. I mean, Giannis really just did 26, 14, 7, 8, and we just act like, wasn't himself tonight, right? I knew
it was a pedestrian night.
Right, like it was a
very pedestrian, Giannis.
Anybody else on the court tonight, if anybody else on the court tonight goes for 26, 14, and 8, they're the lead story. They're the lead story, okay? Absolutely. We knew, and I told you, Khris Middleton. It's funny, my phone's blowing up, right? There go your boy, Khris Middleton. I said he was going to show up one game. People, literally, my phone is just blowing up. Khris Middleton, I thought you said he would. I didn't say he was sorry. It's not what I said. I said that he picks and chooses what he's going to show up, and he was due to show up. If we check the tape, I said this was coming. It was coming. Mm-hmm. Last game, he was on his way, and then shut down because it needed it. 15 and a half.
Yeah, the solid first half.
And then said, nah. Which, to me, if I'm the coach, if I was in the locker room house, I'm going to say, yo, can you chill and can we get some of that tomorrow? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, yo, just, you good right now. Just, I already know how you do, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me the rest game 4, please. Doggy bag, to go. Let me get a to-go box.
Yeah. Oh, that's what they did? Oh, no, that's what they did? Yeah.
I'm going to bring them to game 4. Cool. The Chris Paul, the way I always gauge a Chris Paul game, and it's not about the points. Chris Paul is never about points. He can score 35 and have a great game, or he can score 10 and have a great game. It's not about points. To me, the way I know if Chris Paul is being Chris Paul is that turnover box. Like he's like a Tom Brady or Peyton Manning. Like they don't turn the ball over, bro. Like that's not what they do. If Chris Paul has 5 turn, like I'm willing to bet without even looking, and Adam can pull this up right now. Over or under at 5 turnovers I doubt he had. I'll put it at 10, and I might take the under. 10 games this year that he had 5 turnovers. Like,
well, I go one better. He only had. I think he only had 13 turnovers the last series as a whole.
Right. Yeah. So like, that's not what he's doing. And you know, so when you see Chris Paul has 7 assists and 5 turnovers, that's not being Chris Paul. So the way it looks, I mean, Devin Booker had a bad game last game. And he more than made 42 points on 28 shots that's a hell of a game, bro. That's cooking. It just so happened, I mean, DeAndre Ayton, 6 points. I mean, 17 points, 17 boards. That's what's up. Like you said. In another way, we can look at Chris Paul not having this game is like 9 shots. That's not on DeAndre Ayton. That's on Chris Paul.
Yeah, and that's on and the way they playing and the way they guarding him as well. You know what I'm saying? And they was trying to make a conscious effort in the first half at getting him touches. Like in the first half, they throwing the ball to him. He only got 9 shots, and I think that's a testament to the way that Milwaukee is starting to guard him and what they doing to him. They gapping him on the perimeter, making him take jump shots. He shot a couple today. I think it's the way they playing him.
Like, so I mean, 9 shots. That's not gonna work for you. That's not. You know, like not he's out there for 40 minutes. The guy played 40 minutes and got 9 shots. Like that's not gonna cut it. Chris Paul having 5 turnovers, 7 assists, and Ayton getting I mean, that just kind of speaks to what the Suns' offense was looking like. Yeah. And then on the flip side, like we said, Holiday is going to play his defense 4 for 20, couldn't throw the ball in the ocean tonight. Okay, but he's doing his thing on defense and he's making Chris Paul's life hard. And to be honest with you, if you're making Chris Paul's life hard, or in the other games, Devin Booker's life hard, we don't even care what you score. You know what I mean? Like you making their life hard.
But he missing some easy shit though, MG. Like I get it. He missing wide open, like uncontested layups at times, like shit like that, shit that he normally makes. You know what I'm saying? Like Drew got to be better than that. If they want to win this series, I understand what you're saying defensively. I get that. He's gonna do that no matter what. Like you can always hang your hat on that end of the floor, and he's good, and he's been doing it. He's going to do that. But to win this series, he can't go 4 for 20.
And then we get to, like we said, Antetokounmpo did his thing, and it was a bad game for him. Khris Middleton did 40. So now we are at the point. It's tied 2-2. And they always said the saying is the series doesn't start till another team wins a game on the opposing team's home court. It's 2 out of 3 for Milwaukee. And I said it before, and I'm going to double down. If Khris Middleton shows up for 2 of these next 3 games, they win.
I think Milwaukee gets game 5. I mean, in Phoenix, I don't think they wait to game 7 to try to get one on their floor. Like, I think they got momentum a little bit, and they realize how they got to, like, defensively, like, defense travels. We know that. So I think the way defensively, the way they've been guarding CP, and
I agree.
Okay.
I agree.
I'm gonna get my Charles Barkley on for a second. I just think
I
just think like I told last show. I think I said once the better team figures out how to guard the other team and where the ball needs to go, like Jay Crowder gonna continue to get shots. Campaign gonna continue to get shots. They ain't gonna make it. Like they ain't used to like Campaign good at putting the ball on the floor and going to make plays, but I'm gonna make him. He gonna have to become fucking Klay Thompson out this bitch. before I overreact to it, Campaign gonna have to come motherfucking goddamn Klay. Goddamn, I'm telling you, before I overreact to it, him and Jay Crowder both gonna have to become the Splash Brothers.
Hey Adam, if you don't know what the clip is for this week, it's that one right there. You can go ahead and put that on the clip. He gonna have to turn into Klay Thompson before I change. Before I couldn't agree. Yeah, before the scout report changes.
Yeah, just the way I think about him defensively. Like I'm gonna make the ball fine. Like they doing a great job at keeping length and keeping Drew Holiday much as they can on CP and D Book. But other than that, like I'm gonna make that ball fine them other two. I'm saying even the Cam Johnson kid, like I'm gonna make the ball find him, close out to his body, and make him put the ball on the floor. Like he won't be able to catch and shoot. Like, nah, not gonna happen, bro. Like, and this is when you start those things. Game 5, like, okay, we can. I know I can take you out. I can take you out. I can make the ball find you. I can make the ball find you.
I'm going to make this entire NBA Finals about one player, one game. Khris Middleton. Game 6. Because they lose next game, and then you do nothing, and then show up and go crazy and score 40 in Game 6 back in Milwaukee, and then we're here in 7, and then I already know what you're gonna do. We know how the calendar works. Every other, I know how that works.
And 6. Now, I think he played well the next couple games.
And here's the thing: is Kenny, if he shows up in Game 6, there you go. Because I can tell you, when they get back to Phoenix, Aiden not gonna have 9 points. Chris Paul not gonna have 5 turnovers. Book might not have 42, but he's gonna have 30.
Yeah.
Chris Paul not gonna be stinking it up. I can tell you that. You know what I mean? Like, they going back to Phoenix, and if this is I feel like this is the biggest game in Milwaukee Bucks.
Both franchises' history. This is the biggest game.
Yeah, coming up, absolutely. This is a swing game right here.
Yeah, like Milwaukee biggest games. Every game they played at home was their biggest game.
Yeah,
individually, but this game here, both teams, like Phoenix ain't never won one. Milwaukee ain't won 71
since Oscar and Kareem.
Shit, since Skippy was a puppy.
Yeah. Before both our parents even met. You know what I'm saying? Like, so no, it's and that's what's up, man. That's all you want.
Yeah, no, have a chance on the road to go get one in this environment, man. Like I'm looking forward to Game 5, man. Like it's going to be highly contested. Like I said, this is the game where I think defensively you can really put your imprint on things. Like there's a couple situations, man. Like I'm saying, Jeff and Mark was talking about it during the game. Like top block, like Devin Booker coming out the left corner, coming to his right, killing y'all coming that way. Get on top of him, make him go out the back door. Top block it. Another thing, Brook Lopez, like you ain't gonna be up on the screen, right? They running into a DeAndre Ayton, leaving one side of the floor, running to the other side of the floor into a pick and roll. Why not just down that pick and roll? It's shit like it's situations that they make harder than it has to be defensively.
My man, Brook Lopez was out there, 7 feet tall, played 20 minutes, had 1 rebound, and went 0 for 5 from 3. So if you're 7 foot and you don't get no rebounds, and then your excuse is, well, I'm out, I'm a stretch 5. Well, then you ain't nobody stretch anything at 0 for 5.
Yeah, no, I would have liked because he shot too early in the first quarter. Now, it would have been a quick sub for me.
I mean,
shot them first 2. That's why they got off to like an ugly start early. He shot 2 early, badass 3. I understand you might be open, bro, but this is like let me talk to you over there, man.
And no threes.
Yeah, 7 feet.
I'm going to talk about just to double down on what we've been saying. Like my man Giannis comes down in 1 possession, pull up 3 like he's Stephen James for no reason. About 14 seconds left in the shot clock. Misses everything. Dude catches the joint, throws it back up. Giannis ain't soaked and go back down the side. He come back down the court, catch it off the glass, yam it. Like, okay, got
and
you.
And then comes back another possession, another 3. Like
the very next trip down the floor, he pull up again, like yo, Stephen Clay. You know what I mean? Like, oh, y'all just gonna give me this again?
He's a heat check.
You just airballed the lat. Hey, I love it.
Mike Breen was like, misses everything.
And that trip down the floor, not a grenade that they got past him. He said, "Shit, it's about 20 seconds on the shot clock."
On the break, pull up like
that joint just happened. That's why I said
that was a mistake.
I love it, man.
I don't do that often. You come here often? No.
Every night. This is my spot. The bartender knows your name. Like, you come here often? No, not me. Mark, same thing. Vodka rocks. Like, nah, you come here very often, dog. The air ball, that's your thing. That's what you do. You like, I was just like, that's the difference, though. And the thing is, yo, like, we can laugh and joke, but we can't criticize Ben Simmons for being mentally weak. And then, like, nah, fuck it, love it. That's just confidence, man.
Speaking of Ben Simmons, there was a clip floating around him playing at a gym out here the other day, letting that motherfucker fly. Like he's shooting off the dribble, like knocking it down, calling game, like shooting that motherfucker game.
I don't get it though.
I'm like, people like in the mother caption was like, Ben Simmons had us fooled out here, like Ben out here shooting this bitch off the dribble.
But for years, I've seen footage of him in practice though, and like I don't like. I have to believe that though. I believe that. I didn't see the footage, but I 100% believe that.
Stage
which is like what that's why it's that mental. It's that mental. No game on the line don't matter. I bet you will pull it from wherever.
Well, Giannis came out this motherfucker like.
To me, that told me everything I need to know about him. Like I said, dude shot an air ball, and most people who shoot air balls, they either sulking or running. When the last time you seen somebody shoot an air ball and then get a dunk put back on the same possession?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I mean, it's like air ball. Ooh, rebound, put back. Here come the guy who just shot the air ball. Like, whoa. Yeah. So that's like, shocking. And then you just come back down the next possession and pull.
Like, no memory of the air ball.
I love it.
Like that thing hit all bottom.
I love it.
Like,
I love it.
That's a testament to his makeup, man.
Like, I hate the shot. I hate that you took both of those.
Oh, yeah, but
I love your ability
his confidence,
to act like it didn't happen.
Oh yeah, no, his confidence is definitely not wavered by shooting air balls.
I don't know if you ever like had a personal relationship,
and the only two that he shot too. Like that's
absolutely.
the thing. Like
you ever talk to like a NFL cornerback, like I said, 1-on-1, getting cooked, and he'd be like, "Got this locked up right here." You know what I'm saying? He'd be like, "He's got 10 for 120." He'd be like, "Better not pass over here." Got this locked down. You know what I'm saying? It's just like,
that's just like now we was with the Knicks. No, we was with the Knicks. The Gerald Henderson kid. I think that's the name. Played for Charlotte, the Bobcats.
Yeah, from Duke.
Yeah, out there running his goddamn mouth, Melo cooking him. Listen, I'm over there telling him exact that. Hey, man, you probably want to be quiet. Because look up there, he on his way to his 61, like, running his mouth. Hey, nah, man. Shh.
Well, man, saying along came Polly, I just figured out how to guard this guy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got this. Like, and that's like, I mean, I love it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I done talk to cornerbacks. You'd be like, dude, shut him down. Randy Moss locked up. He'd be like 10 for 172 with 2 touchdowns. He'd be like, but nah, you ain't see the other joints. Other than them 10 catches, lockdown.
Yeah, they ran. He was on the floor for 65 plays.
Exactly.
He was on the field for 65 plays.
Absolutely. That's how you got to be. Fuck him, Giannis. We can't criticize Ben for being weak and then not applaud that, man.
Yeah, he was 50, but Giannis missed 4 free throws, but
That's even that he cut that free throw shit down big time. I'm with him. I'm team Giannis right now. That being said, I could assure you, like I said, this next game, Chris Paul, when you get back to Phoenix, I wouldn't be surprised if Chris Paul has 12 assists and 1 turnover or no turnovers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, wouldn't be surprised at all.
Yeah, we're gonna see, man. It's gonna be a good one, man. I'm looking forward to it. But Milwaukee got to win one of these. So Milwaukee got to get one on the road. Yep. So they just can't rely on home court. So they got to get one. So no better time than the present to go out and do what you got to do, man. So I'm looking forward to it. Seeing if they're going to try to involve DeAndre Ayton a little more. No free throw attempts. Only 1 offensive rebound. Yeah, that's when he can do his damage. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they ain't throwing it to him, you got to go get it off the glass, bro. He has 17 offensive, 16 off on defensive, but you got to go get it off the glass.
If I'm in that Milwaukee locker room right now, my message is we have not done anything. You know what I mean? Like, we've done nothing. Like, as far as I'm concerned, we're behind the 8 ball. We have 3 games. We have to get one over there, and we have not done that yet. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, we haven't even really been close to them. So as far as I'm concerned, if I'm Milwaukee right now, we've done nothing.
Yeah, actually, I'm saying the game, the Phoenix ain't been like game 3 was in Milwaukee.
No, absolutely not. But it's like I don't want to be getting too high. I mean, and patting ourselves on the back. You know what I mean?
I don't think
because
they got to get it. No, they understand what's at stake.
Let me ask you this:
what's at stake?
Putting on your coach. I want you to put on your coach hat for a second, right? There's guys in the league throughout the time, as long as we've known them: Bruce Bowen, Tony Allen, Shane Battier, and now PJ Tucker, and names that is like this dude is strictly out there for defense or rebounding or whatever the case, Dennis Rodman, whatever the case may be. Are you okay with, I'm a player guy, a starter, it's gonna be on the floor 30, 40 minutes. Are you okay with getting 0 from him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because you need guys like that. Everybody can't shoot. Everybody can't take 15, 20 shots tonight. Now, you be cool with he got 1 shot. He didn't go in, but he got 1 shot. If he got more, then yeah, but he ain't. Like I said before, like what he gives me far as intensity and IQ and give a fuck, like that goes, like give me somebody like that all day. Like I tell people all the time, like from AAU basketball on, like I like your, like people, kids, I like your son approach, or I like your daughter's approach.
Yeah,
like that's like for PJ Tucker, like I like his approach. Like I like certain, like the other shit is okay, icing on the cake. You're knocking down shots, okay, cool. But he ended up getting offensive rebounds, making plays, diving on the floor, making your other guy, doing all the shit that other guys don't want to do. Like you need guys like that in order to be successful. There's a kid that could play on KJ and them. There's a team that could. There's a kid that played on KJ and them back-to-back state championship team. A kid named L. Simpson. L 6'2", 6'3", tops. Just play hard. Don't do nothing great. Don't shoot it well. Don't dribble it well. But go guard the other guy's best player. Go guard the other team's best player. Your 5 fouls, we can use those. He go out and play hard, make your opposing guy's job difficult. That's PJ Tucker. You need guys like that. You need a Dennis Rodman. You need somebody, those type of Udonis Haslams, the Bruce Bowens.
If I'm not mistaken, he started this year on KJ's team, right? Wasn't that this year? He was on the Rockets this year? Or was that last? PJ Tucker was on the Rockets this year, right? Then he got bought out?
Yeah.
He was, right? Right.
Yeah.
So I ain't make that up, right? That he was?
No, he was there this year.
Yeah. Okay. So is the prime example to me of right place, right time. You know what I mean? So like the Rockets on a rebuilding year and you have no need for PJ Tucker. You know what I mean? Like what is he doing? You know what I mean? Like nothing. But there's a championship team that says, yeah, we can use what he brings. Like I can use that right here. And then he's gonna win, I don't want to say he's going to win a championship, but he's going to contribute to this. Like he actually literally is legit going to contribute to this. That to me is why I say like certain things, people's outcomes is right place, right time, right team. You know what I mean? Whatever the case may be. You got a guy like, hate to always be bringing his name up, but in Golden State, who's going to be, 3 rings and da-da-da. He's in the right place on the right team. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I can't score, I can't do this, but like, yo, I strap, quarterback the position at defense and da-da-da. Like, yeah, let's put you on, yeah. And the difference between that is like, one might be going to the Hall of Fame. Another dude, like you put Draymond on the Timberwolves or whatever, like probably out the league in 3 years. You know what I mean? Like hey, I play defense. Like, dog, we need everybody on this team to score and everybody to, you know what I mean? Like, and that's why I say it's crazy how people's careers can go right place, right time, right? You like Look at the difference between Ben Wallace, for example. Ben Wallace put together a Hall of Fame resume by rebounding and blocking shots on a very good team, a championship team. You put him out there on just some random ass team, he's like, I get a lot of rebounds and blocks 2 shots a game. It's like, I thought we're losing by 30. You know what I mean? Like, nobody cares. You know what I mean? But why this though? Like for prime set, he's going to be on a Hall of Fame ballot and might even end up getting in. But yourself, see what I'm saying? Like, and it's just like Kenyon and Mark, Ben Wallace, not trying to start anything or even have to say you respond, but it's just like you're joking, right? But it's just like so I don't know how many All-Star games you done got and the ring, defensive player of the year, and it's just like all he has this man to do is rebound and block shots. Like it's just crazy how where you land and what's your team. You don't have to chime in because I don't want to start nothing with nobody.
No, it is what it is. No, listen, man, like
you feel where I'm going with you? And I don't want no smoke with Ben because I don't want to be standing.
No, absolutely no. Ben did what he was supposed to do for the team that he was on. And his team did a great job at defining the role that they needed and wanted him to be and play. And he perfected it. Like, just like Draymond has perfected that role. Like, it's guys, you in certain, Bruce Bowen and on, like guys in certain situations on winning teams, you perfect that role of being that role guy. This is what we need. And this is how we can be successful.
I love it. I mean, the thing is, I think it's about understanding basketball and understanding roles, and it's the ultimate, it's the epitome of team sports.
Yeah, and then having that relationship with a guy that you can go to a guy and express that. Like, this is the betterment of not letting guys trying to figure out what they're supposed to be or what's my role on this team. Like Ben knew, like Ben probably coming, this is what I do. Okay, this is who I am in college. It's like, how can I stick in the league? I got to be this and some. So
I think a lot of people's careers would go longer if they did that and said, what am I going to, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, shit, Pat Beverly is like, listen, man, I'm sure Pat Beverly did, like, at a certain point in his life, he just said, fuck it, this is what I got to do. You know what I mean? I got to scrap, I got to play hard, and I got to pick dudes up 94 feet. Like, I'm not going to lead the team in
league,
scoring or what,
Not the best shooter, not the best ball handler, but how can I stick? PJ Tucker the same way. There's guys that's carved out a career, you know what I'm saying? A niche at being that guy, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, like guys who experience that adversity of not, I'm saying, being in the league and then not being in the league or not being in the league at all, and believing in your ability and believing in your talent and people not seeing it, then you get the opportunity. And we all know, and the old saying go, all it takes is one. No, all it takes is one team to believe.
That's right.
And those guys each had a team that believed in them and gave them an opportunity, and they've capitalized on it. And people can say what they want to about Pat, PJ, and other guys of that nature, but teams need that, and they've made a career and made a lot of money and being able to take care of their families doing this, man. So
finally,
I love guys like that. Like, you look down the stat sheet, like, yeah, he didn't score, but did he contribute to them? Did he contribute to the win? Absolutely. Is his voice meaningful? Absolutely. I'm saying, so he didn't been there. He didn't been on good teams that didn't get over the top, that weren't able to play in the finals and Phoenix, Houston teams. He been there. You know what I'm saying? So PJ looking at, I'm 37 years old now, 36, 37 years old.
And starting in the NBA finals.
These opportunities don't, shit, I wish I would have was 37 playing in the fucking finals.
Not playing, starting. Playing 30 plus minutes.
Either way, playing or starting at 37.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, no, you got to give a head, you got to take your hat off to those guys that do what it takes, because we know everybody, like, it's a million guys out here can shoot, a million guys can dribble, a million guys can, but what you gonna do to help us win?
Yeah.
Like, and ultimately, that's what it comes down to, man. Wins and losses. Can I count on you when it counts?
Mm-hmm.
Like, people can say all that shit they want to, like my relationship with George Carl. People know how it was, right? Game on the line. George know who to fucking count on. And say all that shit he want to about me. Kenyon don't do this, Kenyon this, Kenyon that. If George ass trying to win, who need to be on the floor? Can I count on you? Absolutely.
And that's why I feel like you and several other people, that's why when people just throw numbers out there, I mean, I don't got a problem with the numbers guy, but some shit is more than the numbers. I think you're a player who's way better than your numbers I don't think do you justice, especially your rebound numbers or your black numbers. It's just like Kenyon Martin. No, he ain't averaged 20 and 10. But I tell you what though, we playing KG, we playing Tim Duncan, we playing Chris Webber, we playing they don't throw Kenyon out there. You know what I'm saying? It's just like and you know what I mean? It's just like we match up with him. They come with KG, we come with Kenyon. Cool. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it's just like, so fuck the numbers, but that's something that is
you
very
go ask them dudes. Yeah, but you go ask them dudes.
Absolutely.
Like, that's the thing. Go ask them who I played against. Go do a survey, right? Guarantee. Line them up. Who would you least likely want to play against? Look in the line. Eliminate him. Get him out of here, please.
And that's why there's a lot of players. You know what else I feel that way about? Like Rondo. Rondo stats is like, if you're a casual basketball fan, like, oh, Rondo, ask your favorite point guard what they think about Rondo. Ask your favorite point guard, do they want to see Rondo in the morning? You know what I'm saying? Ask your favorite power forward, do they want to play against PJ Tucker? PJ Brown. Charles Oakley. Charles Oakley's numbers wasn't nothing.
Brown,
wasn't nothing spectacular.
Oakley, you name
what I'm saying?
Them Davis boys, like Dale and Antonio Davis.
Absolutely. Another perfect example. You know what I mean? And like you said, Haslam, Brian Grant, like dudes that are just like, they ain't had these numbers. I'm like, ask the people who did have the numbers, ask them if they look forward to playing it.
Yeah.
And
like
Drew Holiday falls under that.
Like I got a little
whoever
shout
you think
out.
is the best point guard, ask if they want to see Drew Holiday.
Yeah, I don't know if you read KG book and you saw the little clip. Like, he shouted me out in his book. You know what I'm saying? Like a little clip of, I'm saying the respect of us battling. You know what I'm saying? Like, he arguably one of the top whatever best power forwards there is to play this game.
Absolutely.
But
you know what
every night he saw me, he knew what it was gonna be, and he had to be on it. Got to be on your A game, Jack, because I'm gonna bring it. Like you might gonna get more touches than me, but each one of them touches is gonna be extremely difficult, and we gonna battle. Like I guess I ain't never been able to shoot the best, dribble the best, but I'm a basketball player and I'm gonna compete and I'm gonna affect the bottom line, which is winning and losing. Mm-hmm. And that's what them other guys that you were just speaking of do. Like they affect the bottom line, man. Like we affect the bottom line. Like I told motherfucker, like if I was such a bad person to tell, if we were such a bad basketball players and all that, tell George go forfeit all them wins we had in Denver.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, because you can count on us. Like when it get time to go out and win and lose basketball games, who can you count on? And give me a PJ Tucker all day. Give me a Pat Beverly all day. Like, I can talk to them and they understand what I'm saying. At times you might not be in there when it's on the line, but I need you, I need this, I need that, and they gonna bring it, man. And those guys, and like you said before, made a career out of it, man. So, no, I'm cool with the Bruce Bowens and the Shane Battiers, and they gonna make a shot. I'm saying eventually they gonna make a huge shot that's gonna be meaningful. But throughout the course of this 48, what you giving me and what you bring outweighs the points and all that shit that you can give me any day.
Like, yeah, so. I'm sure if you ask a guy like Tim Duncan, who's going to go down as, the greatest power forward ever lived, and one of the top 10 players of all time, if you ask him, this guy's 5-time champion, if you say, hey, man, we could sub out Bruce Bowen. Imagine how many rings you would have had if you had Tracy McGrady instead of Bruce Bowen. He'd be like, just keep Bruce Bowen where he was at. I'm cool.
Right over in the motherfucking right corner.
Yeah, I'm fine. Like, I got everything I wanted out of Bruce Bowen. Like, don't worry about me. Like, if you could ask me to do it all over again, you want to get rid of Bruce Bowen? He'd be like, no, I don't.
Why would you curse me that way? Like, why would you say such a thing?
We play Kobe. We play if we playing Kobe, give me Bruce Bowen.
Yeah, you speak such blasphemy.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, those Shane Battiers, those Bruce Bowens, those, like, if you know that you're gonna see a Kobe Bryant, you better keep a Bruce Bowen. You better keep a Shane Battier.
They necessary,
you
man.
know what I mean?
Kenyon Martin and other guys are necessary,
Absolutely.
man. Like,
Absolutely.
You was the number one pick. You listen, man. Look at say if you don't know the game, like, yeah. If I would have stayed my ass where I was, could I average more points and did this and did that and other circumstances? Absolutely, but I'm a winner at the end of the day. So,
and the thing is, I had somebody tell me, not somebody. I heard there's a channel. Somebody was like, Kenyon Martin was a bust. I said the dude led a team in scoring that went to the NBA Finals. They said, nah, Jason Kidd was on the team. I said, hey, let me just repeat what I said. A dude led a team in scoring that went to the NBA Finals. That ain't no. If you draft a guy, if a team drafts you number one overall, and in his 4 years there, you make 2 NBA Finals. First of all, you got the number one pick because what? You suck. Yeah. That's how you get the number one pick. There's only one way to get the number one pick, unless you're the Boston Celtics or the Lakers. There's only one way to get the number one pick, and that's if you suck. You got the number one pick, and you made 2 NBA Finals, and he led the team in scoring. I don't know what else you want. That's just the fact. Yeah. Like that's not an opinion. Oh, that's your man. No, that happened. That doesn't have anything to do. Like, what are you? Your man? No, it happened. Like that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, is there anybody else who took a team to the end? I'm gonna take a team like you was the only. But is there anybody else? Any other time a team went to the NBA Finals and their leading scorer was a bust?
Yeah.
Anybody else?
Yo, man, I don't.
Like that happened.
Yeah, it definitely happened.
That's not my opinion. It happened. It happened. You know, I mean, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I could see where you could say, like, I get when people's like, oh, I thought he was going to be, okay, but he wasn't. But I mean, like, I thought he was going to change the game, and he didn't. But he still did very good. Like, what are you talking about? Just because we thought somebody was going to do something, you know, like, that don't make any sense to me.
Yeah, listen, man, I don't pay no mind, bro. Listen, for me, I don't get them. Because, like I said, go ask opposing coaches and opposing players if Kenyon was a bust.
No, not a shot in hell.
Go ask opposing coaches and opposing players.
And not only that, the thing is like, hindsight is 20/20, right? That's what they say. And it's 100% true. Hindsight is 20/20. Pull it up, hindsight 20/20. Redo that draft. Worst case scenario, the second pick. I mean,
who else would they take first?
That's why I'm saying. I don't know. Maybe somebody said what Michael Redd. Maybe I don't know.
He made one All-Star.
I'm trying to think who else. So
he had one. He had one All-Star appearance.
You got an argument for me?
Oh no, I'm just stating facts. No, these are facts.
So hindsight is 20/20. If we said, all right, do the draft over again, who would you pick? Right? You know, when we say Anthony Bennett is and you say if we redo that draft over, I promise you Cleveland wouldn't take him number one overall. Right? Like, nobody would take him. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. Yeah. But that's what you could say, like, man, damn, that was a bust. Boy, did we miss that one. If we was to do the 2000 draft all over again, I'm thinking the results would pretty much more aligned be the same.
It'd been the same. But because had I don't get hurt in March of my rookie year, I definitely win rookie of the year again. I win rookie of the year. I don't finish here, so they give it to Mike Miller. I got hurt. I made first team. Oh no, you ain't got to run it down. I know the order. I know the order. Yeah, you ain't got to tell me. I know the order. Yeah, and
nobody said, "Oh, they should have took it." No, that's not what nobody would have said. Nobody.
Yeah. Stroman, not okay. There.
Yeah. So it's like that. I mean, that whole argument to me is
DJ was
crazy.
6. Like, so who would they say? So you who Jamal Crawford?
It was Redd and Crawford, right? Crawford, Redd, and Jamal McGlory the only people. So definitely ain't Jamal McGlory. Nobody's saying that. No disrespect to him. And then, like I said, the only
Jamal
other people,
Crawford at 8. Jamal Crawford because he was 6th man of the year. Like he had a couple 6th man of the year. Like other than that.
So that's why I said, if your personal preference was...
Well, Khris Middleton was 7, DJ was 6. All right.
Yes. So it can't be a bust because if you do it over again, it's the same thing. That's what happens. that just really is. And you know, it's like that word, but it's like, you know, going back to what we were saying about Kwame, it's like, but what I say bust, first of all, is like, you know, that's a crazy word to say. And I don't know if any, but it's like a bust to me is like, man, we thought this dude could play in the NBA and we were wrong. You know, like that's what I consider like, you know, we drafted Anthony Bennett and like, yeah, he just wasn't an NBA player. That we were wrong. Adam Morrison dominated, killed, monster. He's supposed to be the next Larry Bird. We were wrong. You know, like that's what I think of. Not like, oh, we thought he was going to be, you know, he did 14 years, solid starters. Like that's not a bust. Same thing with like the Kwame thing. Like Kwame Brown gets drafted 7th overall. Nobody says anything about this. Never heard anybody call Tyson Chandler a bust. I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like, so just because you were number one.
Yeah, these fucking people. And these assholes, man, that ain't never strapped it up, man. And like I tend not to try to give people that ain't never did it attention and hold nothing, no weight. Like for me, like I'm gonna say the same motherfucker that asked me for a picture and autograph. That's all.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this and then we move on. So like on YouTube, there's this thing when you type in your name, it'll be like Kenyon Martin's altercations or fights or whatever the shit is. I don't know if you've seen it. And then you can watch the video, right? So I seen your little videos, like 1 or 2 of them, right? So I'm just in the comments, which is the worst thing you can ever do in your life is read comments on YouTube.
Yes.
Especially now that I've appeared in them. It's like what's the Spanish guy in the red hat talking about? Like, like, that's crazy, but okay. So I'm reading the comments and like 5, 6 different people are like, you see when he got tangled up with the Nate, he ain't want them problems. He only pick on smaller people that he know. Yeah, Kenny ain't a bully. He only pick on smaller people. You see when he got tangled up with the Nate, he didn't do that. The next comment, he ain't want that smoke with the Nate. He ain't want that smoke, and I'm just delete. I was about to type something. I'm like, what? Never mind. You know what? Y'all can have it. That's why I said, let me stay out these comments, yo. You know, people said that boy don't want that smoke. He ain't try that shit with Nene. Yeah, you're right.
All right. Yeah.
Y'all got it. Because you know that little play when I think you was on New Jersey and you got your hands tangled up and you just like this, you just put your hands up and walk away.
No,
like,
I drew back. Listen, I drew back.
And then that's why I said, you right.
And I heard David Stern like, do it if you want to.
The comments read different.
Hey, heard David Stern, do it if you want to.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I already told you. Listen, I already told you. Yep. Do it if you want to.
And like I said, the comments really says you was scared of that man. And like I said, yeah. I'm just being me, especially like I'm known to just jump out there for my mans, and I'm like, if y'all, let me delete, log out of this, get out of this comment. I said, man, boy, y'all lost y'all damn mind.
As long as we know the facts. I'm saying, ain't no need to. We all know the facts, man. We all know what happened. There ain't no need to.
Yeah. You feel me? I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, I know exactly what it is. A lot of people.
I just laugh, man. But anyway, let's move on. You want to talk about Team USA, man?
We can.
We talked about them losing as an anomaly and then lost the next game.
Yeah, we didn't think it was going to happen again. It happened the very next day.
Next day, by even more. by even more.
And they just got a lot of soul searching to do. It is exhibition. It is them learning each other after hadn't played together. I'm assuming that can be a reason, but still that amount of talent on one team, on one collective team, supposed to be the mecca of basketball.
So I saw something where somebody was like, everybody keeps talking about team that the world hasn't caught up. That's crazy. And then I saw somebody's responses like, the league MVP, foreign. Last year's league MVP, foreign. The year before that, foreign. Defensive player of the year, foreign. Last year's defensive player of the year, foreign. 6th man of the year, foreign. Like you look, the all NBA team right now, Luka, Embiid, the runner. So this year's MVP voting went Joker, foreign. Giannis, foreign. Embiid, foreign. Luka, foreign. like I could put together an all NBA first team of Rudy Gobert at center, Joel Embiid, or no, scrap it. Rudy can't even make it. Joker at center, Embiid at the power forward, Luka, Giannis, and pick a Jamal Murray maybe, whatever. Like, trust me, the foreign league they out there, bro. There's no shortage of foreign NBA talent out there right now.
Oh no, the world is definitely caught up. Like you said the other day, like you look at each one of these teams that's beating the US and other teams that's gonna be competing in the Olympics, they got 3, 4, 5 NBA players on the roster. It wasn't like that before. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't, you might have had 1 or 2 on the roster, but now you got multiple, and guys that they playing with can still play, and then you add the NBA talent to those rosters, and it's still the European game. And so the Olympics is still European basketball, and those other guys, they've been playing together. They perfected that style of play, and it takes some adjustments. The calls, the way you can, dribble the ball first without putting the ball down, and all kind. I'm saying, like, without taking a step, and they calling travel and getting the ball off the rim, the rules. It's just all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? The speed of it, just all kind of things play a factor. But the talent is the biggest thing.
Yeah,
you know the talent gap is not that great anymore.
But to tell you one thing, the talent gap, like if you go back, obviously the Dream Team won. David Robinson, Patrick Ewing, and who was the third center? It wasn't Olajuwon because he wasn't full. It was David Robinson, Patrick Ewing, and I'm drawing a blank on who the third center was. Next year you had Shaq and whatever. Like the best American-born center right now is 1, 2, 3, and go. How much time you got?
Oh shit!
Getting a Zeller in here, a Cody Zeller, what's the other tall brothers? There's the Zeller brothers, and what's the other brothers?
Lopez brothers.
A Plumlee,
or a Lopez.
Yeah, like who's the best U.S. born center? They was like Aiden. Aiden's not on the U.S. born, so it's like who are these American born bigs?
Wow.
All our bigs is at the 3-point line. Who's the best U.S. big man right now? That's why when it was like Kevin Love, you got a better option. At first I was like, Kevin Love, that's crazy. Just like, well, give me a better U.S. born option. He's just like, I don't know. I don't know who the next 7-foot U.S. born center is. DeMarcus Cousins, Anthony Davis is hurt.
And he ain't considered a 5.
Right. So, I mean, the Gasols, foreign. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm thinking Cousins and, I don't know what, Clint Capella? Is he from America? Is he even American? Is he even American?
No, he's French.
Okay, so I'm all out. I don't know what to tell you about what 7-foot American-born center we got. Rudy Gobert is he's French. Like I said, that's how you end up with a Plumlee or a Zeller, bro. That's what we got for you.
Shit. I don't have one.
All we got for you is we got these brothers. We got these Plumlees and we got these Zellers. That's what we got for you,
and
Jeff.
These Lopezes.
And these Lopez. Are they American? Are they American born? Lopez?
Well, I think they born in the States.
Last name is Lopez. Might be.
Yeah, they couldn't last name Lopez. They definitely.
So that's what we got for you,
They're from out this way.
Tell you what,
went to Stanford.
Tell you what they not is Robinson or Ewing. I can say that's what they not. They're not Alonzo. They ain't Shaq. They ain't none of that.
At all.
You know, so when you eliminate that, yeah, like we out there with Bam. Okay, that's what's up. Like what? That's it. That's it, Chan. So if you think the rest of the world,
shit, and I think Bam might not even be considered.
I was shocked that he was. I didn't know anybody. I mean, you don't sound ignorant, but Bam Adebayo, I just would have guessed no, not U.S. born. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I don't know what his situation is. You know what I mean? So I don't know, but I wouldn't have put him down as American born. But I mean, he's on the team. So, but if you think the rest of the world hasn't caught up to us, Shit, they lucky ain't in a setters competition because we'd be dead last.
Oh no, we're gonna lose that one.
So what we got is a bunch of we got Trae Youngs and Steph Currys, and we got a bunch of 6'3" dudes who can shoot from half court.
Who can play the hell out of that position. But ain't no bigs coming through. Not right now, because they breeding them over there.
Yeah, and not only that, all of our 7-footers is at the 3-point line. I'm watching Bol coming over here, he more comfortable at the 3-point line. Yeah, like that's what these dudes is.
Yeah, he ain't. Yeah, you got him, Adam, but it said Evan Mobley, but he ain't got drafted yet. So, and he's more of a you're a 4. He ain't even.
All 7-footers is at the 3-point line right now. They just are. I mean, shit. To be honest, on this team right now, they could just go with Tyson Chandler. Like we could just keep rolling out the, you know what I'm saying? The same dudes from 20 years ago, but like starting again, Tyson Chandler.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's the same Tyson Chandler. Like, yep, it is. You know what I'm saying?
From 03, yep, that's him. From 01, that's him. That's him.
That's him. Like, that's it.
No, I'm with you. No, so that's interesting. But ain't nobody else coming. Ain't nobody else. Yeah.
I really feel like
I don't have one. I'm sitting there thinking all the time.
The last person I'm thinking about is just American-born big man banger. Like that's, and I mean, I'm guessing Team USA probably ain't touching Boogie with a 10-foot ball. You know what I'm saying? Like so.
Small ball, small 5.
We'll just go. We'll just go with Draymond. You know what I'm saying? Like we'll just go with a 6'7" dude.
Yes.
It is what it is, bro.
Yeah, it's fucking hilarious.
It is what it is. Give me my ref stories. Can you give me some ref stories?
Give you a couple before we get out of here. Got kicked out of the game for clapping before.
Not like the Tim Duncan joint on the bench.
But I was in the game.
Okay.
Steven Jackson missed a technical, and I was being sarcastic, but I didn't say nothing. I didn't say one word. I had already got one tech, so I wasn't saying nothing else. He missed the technical. I was going to my spot because it was a free throw being so Stack shot the tech and miss. So we all going to go line up. And I'm clapping because he missed. I'm being sarcastic, but I can't kick nigga out the game for clapping, I didn't think. Yeah, he heaved my ass and I let him have it.
Just for very sarcastic. He just like, was the foul on you? Was the original technical on you?
Yeah, because JR got
twofer.
Yeah. No. You know what I'm saying? But JR got elbowed. Gerald Wallace rolled to the basket. JR tried to take a charge. He elbowed JR in the face. JR on the ground in pain. Ref trying to make him get up. Like, damn, give him a minute. He's steady trying to make him get up. So I'm, God damn, yo, give him a fucking minute, man. So give me a tech.
Just for that.
Stack go to the line. JR get up. He got a goddamn knot on his shit. I'm like, look at him. Like, you want him to go to the line, miss the tech. I start clapping. These motherfuckers kicked me out the game. Yeah, you gonna kick me out for that? Oh, well, guess what?
Get your money worth.
Oh, man, hold this thrashing. Like, I'm gonna show my whole red ass out here. Man, I cussed him. Yeah, they fine then, but I made it worse, of course, because reputation is everything. They failed to lead the court in a timely fashion, verbal abuse of a game official. Yeah, hold this 35.
So when that happens, right? So this ref is named John. What happens the next time you see John?
I cussed him the fuck out. We had him a couple days later. Before the game started, he come trying to talk to me.
Like, what is it like, Kenyon? Let's keep it clean today. I don't want no problem.
And I cussed him out before the game started.
And what did he say? I get it. Get
up. Yeah. It was good. Yeah, I
cussed him out, let him have it, and then you fine for the rest of the game?
Yeah, because he knew he was on bullshit. Like, hey, come up, try to explain yourself to me, talk to me, man. Get the fuck away from me. Like, wrong one today. Like,
so then that happened the next time. The next time you see him after that,
like we saw him like literally a couple days later.
So then once he kicks you out, you scream and tell him how you feel. The third time y'all meet, everything squashed.
Yeah, I don't got nothing to say to him. Like, you can't say nothing to me, and I'm going out to the captain's meeting. that game for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Like games where I have issues with refs, like referees and y'all reffing the game, I go to the captain's meeting. So, because during the course of the game, they want to talk to the captains if something going wrong. Yeah. So you gotta deal with me.
So then, what about a time?
So I don't want to talk to you like this. So if I ain't the captain, I don't want to talk to you. I want to talk. No, I'm the captain. So you got to speak to me.
What about a time that you owe the ref an apology?
From what? If he blew a call, if I thought he got the call wrong.
Last time I saw you, I tripped out. Whatever, I don't know.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't apologize. Like if I was wrong before, like I had a bad day, bro. Yeah, I'm quick to tell you I was wrong. Like and they say, cool. Ain't got no problem if I'm wrong, bro. Like none, no problem whatsoever. If I'm wrong, if I'm dead, like if I'm in the wrong, and I was having a bad day before I got here, man. Like that shit wasn't meant at you, like. But other than that, no. I didn't. Ref call the league. I didn't. Yeah, they always quick to, like when they saying shit and they don't want the league to hear, they turn their mic off. They got the mic on during the game, so the league hear everything that they do going on, say during the course of the game. So they called me one time. This referee, we won't say his name, but they called me and was like, now this time league security called. Kenyon, what happened? Man, I lost it. Like I blacked out, spazzed the fuck out. Hey, what happened? I'm like, I don't remember, man. Like, but Kenyon, you can't call the ref a pussy motherfucker and tell him you're gonna kick his ass after the game.
And what you said?
I said all that. No, I said all that. He was like, yes. He like, yes, Kenyon. I was like, my bad. Like, but I was mad at the time. I was hot, man. Like, motherfucker out here cheating, man. Like, I was, and I feel like you are blatantly cheating.
Yeah. I know that. Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, if I feel like okay, you miss calls. You okay, you make mistakes, you do that. But I feel it's one of them, like tonight, the Devin Booker shit, like that shit, like it's blatant. Like you blatantly out here doing it. Yeah,
You ever felt like a ref just like literally, personally was like had it out for you? Like, dude, what you do?
Oh yeah, there's a couple of them. And
did you just ever like get to that point? It was like, yo, what did I do? Like, what's your problem with me? Like every night, like every time I see you.
I know what it was. There's something they just don't. They got their favorites. They got their least favorites. They got guys. So I don't know if you read the Donahue book. Tim Donahue. I don't know if you read it, right?
I can't bring myself to do it.
Read it. I can't. Read it. Please do. You'll read it and you'll see what I'm about to like. This shit that he's saying in his book, right? That referees being the referees.
This game too much, bro.
They used to be in a referee room like before the game, right? And they betting small bet like on dinner or who gonna buy the first beer after the game and shit like that, right? Small bet. But who gonna give Allen Iverson his first technical, his first foul or some shit like that? Or who gonna kick Kenyon? I'm saying say me, but who gonna do this to this person? Or who gonna not do this? Or who gonna like AI going to the basket getting hammered and they don't call foul for him because they got a bet.
Yeah.
Like, because one of the refs don't like AI or one of the refs don't like this person.
That shit hurt, bro.
Yeah, no, because it happens. Like, and they go into the game like, no, I've been, man. Like,
I saw the one clip with I think it was a guy I don't like, but I don't even want to put it on him. But AI's talking to the ref and he called him a tech and ref, and it's the clip, the whole sound. And ref's like, AI's like, what'd I do? This man said, you're getting the crowd excited. I said, fuck you worried about the crowd for? He's like, when you do that, when you're getting all crazy, then all the fans are going crazy. He's like, why are you worried about the fans? And it's just like, what the hell is that?
Yeah, I'm saying the clip floating around when Steve Smith trying to talk to the ref, he gave Sheed the tech for looking at him. Listen, for looking at him. He said he's trying to intimidate me.
I thought that Joey Crawford should have never been allowed to referee a Spurs game, if not any game ever again, after that Tim Duncan situation. I
said,
come on. I said, and that's one of the things that you have to like. There's never been to me in a clearer moment of sports that you have a personal problem with this man, and it's affecting the game. Okay, like Tim Duncan of all people, which I don't know, it's probably the only time he's ever been kicked out of the game. The man is sitting on the bench,
laughing with his teammates.
You can't do that. You can't do that. And at that point, you have clearly become bigger than the game. And as a fan, it's just like, and I'm not even Tim Duncan for the Spurs fan. It's just like, bro, you can't do that.
Yeah, well,
the man's sitting there on the side. Whereas Tim's face was looking like, me? Like, I'm not even in the game. Why would you kick? I'm not even in the game. And he was like, I'm not gonna explain my like, what do you mean you're not gonna explain yourself? You just kicked out the best player kicked out a league MVP, you're sitting on the bench. You have to explain yourself.
Yeah, for no reason. Like, no, they. So I give you one more, and then we're gonna get out of it. So during the course of the game, we playing in Golden State, and ref so since both teams complaining back and forth, but we complaining a little more than the Warriors because they had a young team. So something happened. We're on the free throw line, and we complaining, saying something to him like, God damn, it's a foul. And he like, and then the words out of the ref, you motherfuckers ain't gonna be talking to me like that out here. Oh, free round. You say that, you cuss, I let him have it. Them young players from Golden State looking at the ref, looking at me, they looking at him, looking at me like, because he didn't give me no tech. They like, man, he talking to him that way?
And you feel like he didn't give you a tech because he started it?
He started. He opened the door. So, because he can't go until like, so how you justify giving me the tech when you cussed at me first? You know what I'm saying? Because the league gonna hear it. So I went right over to the bench. I went right over the sideline, told the bench, told Rex and them sit behind the bench, everybody. If they were working to give me a tech, y'all know what it is. I just told them exactly what happened verbatim. You call the league and tell them, listen to the tape. Oh, yeah. No, you got to learn to play these games with some of them, man. But no, some of them, like, you learn, like I learned to leave Joy Crawford alone. You know what I'm saying? Like Steve Javie, like you learn Bob Delaney, like them dudes that was around, like you learn to leave them motherfuckers alone.
They just earned to you as a player. Is that just like they got it?
Ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. No, it ain't even respect.
It ain't worth it. Okay.
Like they good refs, but it ain't even worth it. It ain't worth the attitude. It ain't worth you not being able to be in the game because they got a vendetta. Like they gonna call some bullshit. Like it ain't even worth it. Like Joy kicked me out of the game. We playing in Cleveland. Like I ran through a screen. First foul, kicked me out of the game. Like you're not gonna deal with this shit today.
See,
yo, I'm like first foul of the game. Like LeBron, like I'm guarding LeBron. I'm trying to fight through the screen. They set one. I got screened. So the next one, I'm gonna run through it. I'm not gonna get screened this time. So I shoot through it. Boom, boom. Hit him in his chest. We ain't dealing with this shit today. I'm like, but you learn, you learn to leave them dudes alone, man. Like,
yeah, and it shouldn't be that way because Joey Crawford is famous, and it's just like that shouldn't be the case.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, and I think that he would love to hear that you say, you know what I'm saying? I learned not to play, and I
like
think
Steve Jackson
now,
like Steve does the games now. He's like they call into and hear Steve talking some of the things that I'm like, come on, Steve. Like you would have kicked the dude out the game, you would have did this, but he's been objective now because he's not calling the games.
Now he's in the studio in New York in a suit.
Yeah, like Jason Phillips, the other guy, like Jason was a good ref. Like I like Jason. But some of the refs like I just had like bad rapport with, man. Like some of them, because a lot of it probably was me. Like me and my mouth and the way I approach the game. And but
see, like even that's crazy that
I'm passionate, you know what I'm saying? I'm a passionate basketball player and I can't play the game without it. So
even on a night-to-night basis, you can look and see this person is a ref. I gotta do this differently.
I gotta watch what I say, not do. I gotta watch what I say.
Okay. So is it ever a case where it's like I know Mark played, I know Mark reffing the game, he don't be going for any of that hand checking shit. Like, is it ever like that? Like, I know he gonna call every
I'm gonna play the
time
game.
I reach.
Yeah. No, but still, I'm gonna play the game no matter what. Like, I'm not gonna affect the way I'm not gonna change the way I play.
Just what you say.
Because of just what I say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like dealing with them dudes, like I know, like if they call a foul, let them call a foul. If I feel it's close, I gotta approach it a different way with them dudes because I want to be on the floor.
And I hated that, like you said, the name. I was trying to do this whole conversation without saying names because
but they good. No, I'm saying these refs retired. You know what I'm saying? These refs retired. Like, so these not the people who I'm speaking on as like there's some refs who I spoke on earlier, like that's playing now. I mean that's reffing now. So I'm not gonna say their names, but these guys that's retired and they made their reputation. Their reputation is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm not speaking on nothing that other guys didn't feel.
We know from home that if Joey Crawford calls a foul on, boom, Kenyon 5, Denver, and he'd be like, man, that's a book. Kenyon, and we know that from home. And it's just like, come on, Joey, like, come on, bro, you're affecting the game now, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and we can see that from home. You know what I mean?
So therefore, that's on us as professionals to leave that man alone. You know what I'm saying?
I can tell from home that Joey wasn't the one.
Yeah. And
I didn't want to yell at the TV. I didn't want to yell at the TV.
No, because Joey was under the impression people that was like a lot of people that would watch him.
Yep.
And I'm pretty sure there was a couple people in the stands that was there to see, like,
yeah, whoever he left tickets for.
Whoever
he left, I mean,
yeah, you know what I'm saying? He had a great career, and if people look at his like. I guess they go back and they look at their games and all that, and Joy was considered a good ref. I'm saying he was stern, he was firm, had a couple of incidents, of course, that I wish he could take back like we all have. But overall, like Joy was considered a good ref. Like Steve Jabb, all them dudes were considered good refs. Bob Delaney, all of them, because they were stern, they stood their ground, they reffed the game the right way, they didn't care about names.
Yeah, I really
felt like you can go on, you know what I'm saying?
I really felt like that Tim Duncan situation was like, come on. I felt like that was one that, at the bare minimum, he should not have been allowed to ref Spurs games.
Yeah, I'm with you.
At the bare minimum. If we don't want to strip a guy who's been 20 years in and say he can't ref, cool. But clearly you have a problem with this guy. So, it's not a shortage of refs. You know what I mean? Like, you just can't do Spurs games anymore, bro. Like,
yeah, and there's people keep up with all kind of stats and all that shit. And there's this meme floating around about Chris Paul's record with I'm saying one of the refs now. You know what I'm saying? That he's 0-12 when this ref is reffing his game.
You believe that? Do you believe it? You
it's
believe
true.
The correlation? No. I don't.
I don't know if it's a correlation or not, but it just so happens.
Random?
Yeah, it's just random. Like, he's not the only ref out there. Yeah, I don't just. He can call every listen. He can go look at it. He probably calling every call for the team that Chris Paul is on. You never know, but it just don't. It just so happened it's one of them things, man. It didn't groove life of his own. So,
all right, my brother.
All right, man. Well, another edition of Neat and Unfiltered in the books. After Game 4, we're tied at 2-2 NBA Finals. Looking forward to a good competitive game 5 back in Phoenix. See what adjustments are being made by each team. And I'm looking forward to it, man. So until then, MG, enjoy your evening, brother. Be safe out here in these streets. And it's a wrap.